Mean Stinks movement that I'm doing with Secret Deodorant, and I'm going to answer some of your questions about bullying and what you guys can do to make a difference in your school and with the girls around you. So, yeah, I'm going to answer some questions. It is Bullying Prevention Awareness Month. What are your plans? My plan is to just spread the word about bullying. Unfortunately, there isn't much that you can do except for spread the word about how you can avoid bullying, how you can avoid other bullies bullying others. So, you know, just raise the awareness. And I'm also doing I did a pinky pledge, and I painted my fingernail blue on my pinky. Blue represents the color of hope, and it's on my pinky because I'm pinky promising not to bully anyone this month. And so if you guys want to join me in that, that would mean so much to me. We've already had thousands of girls doing that, and we could use a lot more. So let's spread the word and make a pinky promise with me. We know you've done a lot to bring attention to the problem. Can you tell us a little about that? Yeah, I think that I've spoken out about what I've dealt with, especially when I was bullied, because I want people to know, like I said, I want to raise awareness of it. I want people to know how serious of an issue it is. It, I think, had a lot to do with the reason why I had so many issues later on down the road. So I feel as if, you know, I should raise the awareness because I do have a voice that I can reach to the 9 million followers on Twitter, and I just want to be able to tell you guys how important it is, because this is such a serious problem that sometimes people do take their lives over it. So we should be really nice to the people around us. Don't gossip with one another. Don't get involved in any drama. It's not worth your time. What is your advice to victims of bullying? Well, my first advice would be to speak up and to tell somebody about it, because you never know what, you know, you could be saving somebody's life. If you tell a parent, a counselor, therapist, teacher, anybody, if you tell someone how you're being bullied and by who you're being bullied by, that person, you may stop that person from ever bullying another person again. So you don't know if you're saving another life. You don't know if that person even realizes they are bullying. So just try to speak up and don't hold it in and internalize it, because eventually, you know, your feelings are going to bottle up and it's just not healthy. So yeah, talk about it, raise your voice. And we also have on meanstinks.com, we have a ton of resources for you guys. We have other girls that have been bullied. We have advice for how to deal with bullying and how to cope. So there's a ton of information on that website. If you feel like you don't have someone to talk to, you can go on this website and just check it out. So tell your friends about it too. I think it could really be helpful to a lot of people. How do you feel, this is Belong Devon, how do you feel being an example to many girls? I feel very thankful to be able to be an example for young girls. I remember when I was growing up, there wasn't really many people that were talking about bullying and how severe of a problem it was. I was dealing with something that I didn't know how to handle, and I think it's because, you know, back in the day there wasn't cyberspace where people could cyberbully you and say mean things on the internet. So now that that is more prevalent, I want to be someone that people can, you know, look up to and look towards, and just realize that you can get through this. I didn't have many people, like I said, talking about cyberbullying or bullying at all, and therefore I didn't know who to turn to. So even if you don't have someone like a friend or family member, at least, you know, try to keep in mind that I'm literally living proof that you can get through it, and you can use that as motivation to you know, do what you love. And then, I don't know, I focused all of my energy on my music after that, and I didn't waste any energy on those other bullies. So now I'm here, so you never know what you could do with your motivation too. Appreciate with a 4 instead of an A. How do you feel knowing you inspire so many people in the world? It feels really incredible. I still don't really, I don't think I'll ever be able to comprehend when somebody tells me that I've saved their life or anything like that. Like, I don't feel, I don't know, I don't really believe it, and I don't know if I can ever understand that, but I'm so thankful for when somebody does tell me that, and I'm thankful for even if I've just helped you in the smallest way. I just want to be giving to other people. I want to be an inspiration to girls. I want just someone that can be there for them through my music and through my Twitter and everything like that. I want to be I just want to be an inspiration to girls. Tilly Riley, does that mean since you pledged not to bully, that means Simon too? Well, let me tell you about Simon. You know, he is just a grumpy old man. And the way that I look at it as I'm just defending my country, because here he comes over from the UK thinking he can be mean to all these Americans, and I gotta stand up for my fellow country. So, or my fellow Americans. No, we're not really bullying. It's just in good fun. So, of course, if it was serious, I would not be doing it. So. Demi, oh, wait, I lost it. Have you heard from your past bullies since becoming famous? Lovatic lady asks. I haven't, and I don't think, it's really important to waste time even now thinking about the past. Today is what I hold on to. I live trying to be present in the moment and take it one day at a time. Even when I think about the future, I try to just bring my focus back on the moment that I'm living in right now so I can be more present and aware. So I don't think about them at all. I wish them the best, and I hope that one day they can, or maybe they already have, I hope that they've turned their bad behaviors around and that they're living a happy life now. This is an important question. WHT Demi. Some people, when they are bullied, they cut themselves to feel better. What can they do to feel better? This is also an issue that's very prevalent, and I think more people should be aware of it. This is happening a lot of times when girls are bullied. They turn to unhealthy behaviors to use it as a way to cope with their feelings. I think it's really, really important that people go to things like, meanstinks.com so they can learn ways to cope with their feelings that are healthy and that aren't going to damage themselves. I used to deal with self-harm, and I know that it got bad, when I was bullied, and I think it's really important for girls to realize that they don't have to do that in order to feel better and in order to cope with what's going on. Talk to somebody about it, reach out to people, and like I said, you can go on meanstinks.com and you can you can read some of the advice that they give on the website to help you be able to cope with what you're going through. If you could say one thing to your fans who are going through bullying now, what would you say? And that's from Alicia O'Keefe 1. If I could say one thing to my fans that are being bullied right now is, first of all, like I said, speak up about it. Don't internalize it, and realize that you need to tell somebody, because it may save someone else's life. And it possibly could save yours. So it's really important to tell somebody, but it's also really important that you don't stoop down to their level and that you just turn the other cheek and kill them with kindness. My mom taught me to just turn the other cheek, and I had a really hard time learning to do that at first, but it helped me on later in life, and especially now when people are rude or whatever, like, I'm able to just, let it roll off my shoulder and say, hey, it happens. I feel bad for that person because they're obviously not happy. You also just want to kill them with kindness and, not stoop to their level, because that's only wasting your time and that's only hurting you. So use your energy to better yourself, or to think about other things like your passions or hobbies or something like that. Because like I said, the energy that you spend on them is only hurting yourself. So you deserve to spend energy on yourself.